dream I know, deep up my feelings for you.
Hello my wonderful people, welcome back to Reality Latest, this home of news and politics. Thank you so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. The headlines: the Edo State All Progressive Congress Transition Committee on Sunday said they didn't invite the outgoing Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, to the inauguration of Senator Okpebholo as the new governor of Edo State because the former had planned to frustrate the inauguration ceremony. My people, don't be small. Moving on after this, we have Edo State government have replied more Okpebholo. They said they should focus on their 5 billion inauguration and leave Governor Godwin Obaseki alone. My people, you don't set. But before I go bring the matter, I go welcome those that are joining us on today's news for the first time. You guys are highly welcome. Kindly proceed to subscribe and share. But don't forget the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop a video. To all our amazing returning subscribers and viewers, hey, thank you all so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. You guys are highly welcome. So my people, make we dive into the main story. The All Progressive Congress Transition Committee said they did not invite the outgoing Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki to the inauguration of Senator Okpebholo as the new governor of Edo State because Governor Godwin Obaseki had planned to frustrate the inauguration ceremony. Senator Okpebholo, the APC candidate, emerged as the governor-elect to take over from the outgoing Governor Obaseki, whose 8 years of 2 tenures as governor of Edo State would come to an end on November 12, 2024. Okpebholo defeated his closest rival, as we heard a lot of the People Democratic Party and 15 other political party candidates at the September 21st, 2024 governorship poll. So right now, a member of the transition committee, Prince Kasim Afebwai, in his statement that was made available to newsmen in Benin City, titled Obaseki and His Lamentations, Afebwai noted that instead of Governor Godwin Obaseki to sit down and plan the inauguration event, it is done in other claims. The outgoing governor was busy planting landmines on the path to smooth transfer of power. Afebwai also denied the allegation by Governor Godwin Obaseki that the governor-elect Okpebholo has borrowed between 2 billion and 5 billion from the almost 27 billion his government set aside for the payment of projects and obligation for the inauguration. My people, you guys can remember on Friday when Governor Godwin Obaseki was inaugurating the 10-man caretaker committee of the state chapter of PDP, stated that him as the governor of Edo State was not invited to the inauguration of Senator Okpebholo. So according to Governor Godwin Obaseki, he said say during this holiday period that APC will want to spend as much money as possible to confuse the people of Edo State, but they are going to struggle to change APC perception. Obaseki said they have almost 27 billion to pay for projects and obligation, but APC have started borrowing it, and they have gone to borrow money for the inauguration, which is going to cost them 2 to 5 billion. That is the money they will first take from the treasury. Obaseki said they are doing an inauguration, and him, the governor of Edo State, is not even invited. That is like APC are starting a brand new government and a brand new Edo State. So in the response of what Governor Godwin Obaseki said, the APC Transition Committee described Governor Godwin Obaseki's remarks as generously lovable and self-indicted. They say all of a sudden Governor Godwin Obaseki realizes he gets incoming governor, and now he has resorted to lamentation about an ongoing inauguration without exceeding an invitation to him. That they found this to be generously laughable and self-indicting. That in other claims, an outgoing governor or president organizes the inauguration of the incoming, but for the painful loss of the PDP at the election, that Governor Godwin Obaseki and his co-travelers are doing everything possible to frustrate the inauguration of the incoming governor. So rather than for them to sit down to plan the inauguration event as it is being done in other places, Governor Godwin Obaseki is busy planting landmines on the path to smooth transfer of power. That from the transition committee to the inauguration committee, despite all the cooperation they have extended to them, that what they have received in return from Governor Godwin Obaseki is frustration and a deliberate plot to overburden the new administration with all manner of misplaced government decision. So they want to frown at this dubious plot, which are clear negations of the standard procedure of power transfer the world over. Now, their inauguration team met with the secretary to the state government, who later handed their team over to another permanent secretary, and the permanent secretary had nothing on her table. My people don't be small. So the APC they talk say, when they meet the permanent secretary, he can't tell them say make they go present an inauguration budget. but they decline because they don't want make PDP come they accuse them, say they are spending bogus funds for the inauguration. Now, February noted that when the committee reported to the governor-elect that the state government had demanded for inauguration budget and that they declined, he said the governor-elect took over the responsibilities of funding the inauguration from his resources. So he has also cut down on the activities to make the entire ceremony a bit moderate. He doesn't believe in a bogus display of resources when a lot of Edo people have been impoverished by Governor Obaseki. So he's of the view that the inauguration shouldn't be an elaborate event. So they have not borrowed a kobo from anywhere, that they are not Governor Obaseki. So they are conscious of their responsibilities to make life better for the average Edo person. Afọwọ́bà, however, raised the alarm that most government vehicles have been allegedly carted away by government officials. So he alleged that not only one functional vehicle na dey those states right now, na dey those state government house, that why should they borrow money because of the inauguration? So this are saying they talk now, say the government has vehicles have been carted away by government officials. Say na only one functional vehicle na dey those state government has. So every other vehicle have been carted away. So now this kind of government now when they interested in Okpebholo's inauguration, my people don't be smart. So guys, I go like make a know what I think about this matter in our comment section. I go like here for now. Once again, thank you so much for staying to us. Moving on to the next one. The state government have tried the governor-elect Okpebholo and his aide to focus on organizing their 5 billion inauguration ceremony and leave the outgoing governor, Obaseki, out of the petty politics. In a statement, the special advisor to the governor, Obaseki, on media project, SጲΑων releases, he said it was regrettable that the new government was starting on the sorry note of lavishing the state resources on the November 12th inauguration instead of thinking of how to hit the ground running. That it is quite telling that they are back to era where unconscious neighborly spending, spree, jamborees, and parties are the preoccupation of government in Edo State. It is unheard of that the governor was not invited to the inauguration ceremony, which revealed the level of pettiness that would prevail in this new dispensation that the incoming government has made commitment to the vendors to the tune of 5 billion in official capacity, with many more expenses expected to be incurred on November 12th, the day of the inauguration. Like I said, it would indeed be a very sad day for Edo people who have had to witness prudent and judicious use of public funds to drive economic development in the state, to have their resources frittered in this manner. He also added that the incoming government was throwing tantrum about the professional manner that the government had done as against the old practice where there would be wanton vandalism of government properties and assets, that they have maintained decorum in the handing over process, and the incoming government is having none of it because they also intended to stage a heist of government assets with the intention to point fingers at the outgoing government. But today, they have been disappointed. And now the APC are seeking at Governor Obaseki for blames, that they are not surprised. In fact, they will only be surprised if they didn't go this route in attempting to malign the government. So guys, I would like to know what you think about this matter in our comment section. Let me make it lively in our comment section. Once again, thank you so much for staying to us.